Hi, this is Seb from Evolve TV, and we're with
Gabriel.
Gabriel. Hi, nice to meet you. We're getting the young perspective on current affairs and issues affecting the country and young people at the moment. So, as you know, we're having a general election.
Yep.
Do you think that now is the right time to be going to the polls again and voting?
Absolutely, yeah. It's the first real choice that we've had in I can't remember how long, but yeah, definitely a genuine choice. So, yeah, definitely.
Well, I mean, we had a choice last year in the referendum, but do you mean a choice for a new way?
Our domestic government, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and I mean, did you vote last year in the referendum? If you mind me asking?
Yes.
Yep. Which?
So I voted Remain last time in the referendum, and this time I'm going to vote for Labour.
Why are you voting for Labour?
Just because it's just got all the best policies. Corbyn has come in and he's given us a genuine alternative. I've just read now that he's going to pledge to abolish tuition fees, which is effectively like a tax on learning. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Like, I think he's going to just reverse the trend of neoliberalism and what it's done to our economy and what it's done to our society. And there's just so much wealth in this country that's just not being used for the population, which is what the economy should be used for. So,
do you think he can win? Do you see him as standing outside number 10 as the Prime Minister?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. I do believe that, and I think a lot of the media is geared towards demoralising people and presenting like a biased view on things, and so I don't trust a lot of what the media says. So yeah, I think he can win.
Jeremy Corbyn has maybe quite deliberately said this week that Brexit is settled, as in we voted for that last year, and if I'm Prime Minister then I will deal with that in this way. But he has decided to focus his campaign much more on domestic issues, healthcare, education. Do you think that's a sensible approach to go?
Yeah, I think so. Because whatever he chooses to do with Brexit, I think he will do the best thing for the country. And I think what you see in his domestic policies reflects what he wants out of Brexit. So I'm not sure what we can get out of Brexit. That's why I voted Remain. I don't think that we've got any chance of getting a better situation than we've got now. But yeah, I think he's right to focus on domestic issues first, and then Brexit afterwards. But I'm not sure what's going to happen with Brexit. I'm sure he's going to give it the best shot he's got, because I would trust him. I would trust him way more than Theresa May. Put it that way.
There's been issues with young people not going out to vote. I mean, we saw that in the referendum last year when a large proportion of the Remainers were younger people, but not enough went out to vote. Do you think that because of that, and because they might have been upset with the result, that you'll see more young voters in this general election?
Hopefully, yeah, I hope so. But I think, yeah, hopefully it'll be a bit of a wake-up call, and but I think that the Labour policies on education and young people, especially, hopefully that will energise them and just give them a reason to actually get out there. Because I remember growing up, I was very disillusioned, and I didn't think that there was much point in voting, because Labour just supported like welfare cuts and stuff like that. That's just so right wing. Like the whole political spectrum has gone so much to the right. As soon as you get someone that's vaguely left, I think like Jeremy Corbyn is centre left. He's not even hard left. And as soon as someone like that comes along, everyone just thinks, oh my God, he's so hard left. But he's not. He's just centre left. So, but yeah, hopefully this genuine change will energise some young people. Yeah, hopefully.
Do you think the media has a lot to say, a lot to play in how people, in how Jeremy Corbyn is portrayed, how Theresa May is portrayed? Do you think that there's a bias there with the media?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I've read The Guardian all my life, and even The Guardian, it's crazy, because I grew up with The Guardian, and I grew up with them telling me all these values and all these things that we want the country to be like. And then as soon as someone like Jeremy Corbyn comes along that actually proposes changing the country to that model that they've espoused all this time, then they attack him. And I'm not sure what happened with The Guardian. I don't know what happened, because with the Snowden leaks and stuff, I don't trust them to do that sort of brave journalism anymore, because I don't know. But that's The Guardian. I mean, yeah, that's supposed to be the sort of fresh left look, and usually it's very, very unbiased, but the attacks that it's produced on Corbyn especially, I can't believe it. Like, I wouldn't be able to. I would think that was unfair if they were attacking Theresa May or David Cameron, but they're attacking Corbyn, which is just, yeah. But yeah, I think a lot of my generation, especially now our generation, is starting to not trust the media as much as our parents did, which I think is good because they've just proven themselves to not be fit for purpose, really. But yeah, that's just my. But although there was a study done that did conclude that they are very biased towards Jeremy Corbyn, and I'm sure that they're biased towards a lot of different things, but yeah.
Okay, great. And I mean, 4 weeks is a long time in politics. Jeremy Corbyn has got a lot to do if he is to become Prime Minister. Do you think he's got to do anything different, or just carry on the same way, saying the same messages?
Yeah, I think they seem to have a good strategy where they're staggering their policies, where like each day they're revealing a new policy. But I think maybe one thing I would say is just emphasise the costing of it, because the only valid criticism I've seen of Corbyn and his policies is how are you going to fund it, and I'm sure it will be funded because in the manifesto they're going to cost everything, and I'm sure it's all going to be fully costed because there's like I said, there's so much wealth in this country. But yeah, that's one pointer I would say if I could make any criticism, is that emphasise the source of the funding, basically.
Yeah, so maybe some advice to Diane Abbott there.
Yeah. I haven't actually. I saw the transcript of the interview. I haven't actually read it, heard it, but she did correct herself at the end, and yeah, but yeah, she definitely slipped up there. But by the end, she did cost it. So the data is there. They just need to make that more obvious and bear that in mind more, I think.
Okay, great. Well, good to speak to you.
Thanks, sir.
And hopefully for you, Corbyn wins.
Cheers.
Thank you. Bye-bye.